How's it going, folks? Welcome back for another lesson. My name's Wayne Riles. I hope you've done a lot of the other lessons and you've gone through some of the chords that we've done, and you're getting them under your fingers now. So I'm going to show you a few D chords in this lesson. Okay, so if you're tuned up and ready to go, let's do it. So the first chord is a D major chord. Okay, so again I'll just turn it that way if that makes a little bit more sense, like that. So what we're going to need on this one, so we're on the top three strings, or the bottom three strings if you like. You finished three strings. Okay, so we want this first finger is going to go on the G string on the second fret. Okay, second finger's going to go on the second fret on the first string, and then the third finger's going to go on the second string on the third fret. Okay, so we're on the B string, third fret. Okay, and it gives you, it's almost like a D shape if you like. I always think it's like a little triangle shape. It's quite an easy way to help you remember this. So this one, can you see how the top two strings or the bottom two strings become what we call shuts? So we're only going to be playing the bottom four strings on this one, so it should sound like this. Okay, so this is a D chord. And if it doesn't quite sound right, what you find on this one, sometimes if your third fingers are too close to the fret, sometimes it doesn't quite sound right. So the further you can get your third finger away, I know it's a bit of a stretch and it's painful at the moment, the further away you can get that, if you can get it slap bang in the middle of the fret, it's a bit of a stretch, it's going to sound much better. Again, it's important to really get this one on the tips of the fingers as well, because the problem area with this one is probably the third finger always seems, as you're a beginner, you'll always catch the top string, so it's just getting that really stood up, Again, if you're struggling to reach, get your wrist a little bit further underneath, work on your posture, So, okay, so that's a D chord, okay? So just another progression of that chord, a chord that's sort of related to it and very similar, just a case of adding one finger, is a D sus4 chord. Okay, so we can still play the D chord. It hasn't got the second. We can leave the second finger on actually there. I'll show you in a minute. But it's just a case of adding a little pinky under the third finger. Okay, so I'm just going to show you that. So we've got the D chord, which is first finger on the G string, second fret, second finger on the first string, second fret, third finger on the B string, third fret. So all we're doing now for what we call a D sus4 is adding the little finger on the third fret under the third finger, okay, and playing the bottom four strings again. Okay, so this gives us a D sus4. A very commonly used chord change. This you'll hear it in loads of songs. Quick example, so this thing will come up, I can't handle it, this thing. Okay, so that's like the intro to Crazy Little Thing Called Love. So that's just a D and a D sus4. Okay, so now when you start hearing songs, you know where these chords are going. Once you get these chords under your fingers, we're going to be learning some simple songs, and that's where it becomes real fun, So okay, so that's a D sus4 chord with a little finger on. Okay, so another one that's sort of in the same family that's related to this is a D sus2 chord, which is that one. Okay, so again, this is actually if you do the D chord, this is taking a finger off. So all we're doing, we'd be taking we'd have his first finger there, the second finger at the bottom. So I just alter the fingering a little bit. But it's just a case of, so if we're doing the D chord again, all we're going to do to get this, which is called a D sus2, is take the second finger off the top string, the first string, and it's still the bottom four strings. To give us this chord, so again, a normal D, it is a subtly different sounding chord. So D sus2, You know, it's good to get the, you know, rather than just doing the D on its own. I like to show you this because a bit further down the line, you can be doing stuff, what we call chord innovation, and that's going through these different, you know, variety of D chords. You know. So that's using all the chords that I've shown you today, which was a D, D major, a D sus4 and a D sus2 chord. So I hope you got all that under your fingers, and I will see you for another lesson very soon. See ya.